Hi friends, as a non-US resident, how can you set up your LLC and obtain EIN number in US? That's what we are going to see in today's video. Whether you're venturing into online or offline business, including platform like Amazon Seller or TikTok Shop, you will get to see how you will be able to do this. And this is essential for conducting business transaction. Now, LLC, it grants you a legal business entity in US and EIN acts like a social security number or SIN, but for business. So we will get into the specific of setting up. But before we proceed, you'll find this link in the description below. And a quick disclosure, the link provided is an affiliate link, which means I may earn commission if you purchase product or service through it at no extra cost to you. And I only recommend products which I genuinely believe will benefit you. So your support through this link enables me to continue creating valuable content. And thank you for that support. So let's get started. After you click on this link, you will come to this website. So once we come to this website, click here to get started. And now you come to this page where you have to choose a entity type. So you have an option. In your case, as a non-resident, you choose LLC. And then you have this list for the state formation. There's a long list. If you want to see which one fits you, you can do your research. However, many of the non-resident who are establishing LLC from outside of US either choose Wyoming or they go for Delaware. And the consideration is tax law, business friendly regulation, and your business physical location. Now, there are year after year recurring expenses. Many of the people who are looking from outside also consider that expense part. So these two states provide you that advantage when it comes to the recurring cost, which will go from your pocket. So you'll get to see that. And I'm choosing Wyoming for today's video. So once you select this, you come to this package part. So you can look at the package comparison and here what the charge is, that is also given. Now, since you're a non-resident, this option will not work in your case. I'll explain this as we go into the video. Either you can go for the gold or a platinum. And gold has 21 days and platinum has 1 day filing time. Now, when you're running your business, the focus will be on scaling the business and not run into this paperwork part. You can choose whichever option you want to, but you would want someone who can handhold you through this journey, and that's where they come handy. Especially when it comes to the compliance part, you would want an EIN number. Now, EIN number, which is employer identification number, this you will get from IRS, and this is necessary for the tax purpose if you want to hire any employee and even to open a bank account and do other business activity. Now, since you're non-resident, it's not a very straightforward way of getting EIN. If you're a resident, it's almost direct. Since you have a social security number, you will get EIN almost instantly. But in your case, because you're outside of US, the process is little different, and that's where taking the service makes sense. Again, when it comes to the banking, you would need this EIN to open the business bank account. And business bank account, you would want to keep all incoming and outgoing of money in a US account to make it simple for even tax filing purpose. And you would want someone as a bank who could offer services which is suitable to your business. So you would again need a hand holding unless you have done your research. So that's why going for these two package makes sense. Since you will not be in US, you will also need to have a registered agent who will receive legal document and official correspondence on behalf of your LLC. And the agent must have physical address in the state where the LLC is formed. So they're giving registered agent service for first year completely free, as you can see, and you will figure out how important this registered agent is as you do your business, because a lot of correspondence whichever comes, someone will have to physically accept and physically get hold of those documents. And as we go with the video, you will see you will also need a virtual address, which is not part of this package. Since you are not located in the state where you're forming LLC, you will have to consider for a virtual address service, which provides a physical address for receiving mail, legal document, etc. And this will ensure that you are compliant with state regulation. So with that, you choose whichever package you want to go with. I will be going with the platinum so that the turnaround is less and I can be up and running with my business at the shortest possible time. Now, if you have planned event for next 3 months, 4 months, and you want to go slow, then gold makes sense. So I'm going with this package. I click here. On this page, you get the order summary here on the right side. Okay. You will see entity type LLC, the platinum package rate. In case you're going for gold, that will show as gold. And then this is the state filing fee. As I said, different state has different filing fee, which you will be able to see the comparison. I'll share the link in the description. So based on what I find to be my sweet spot for the payment part, I'm going with this option. And then what all are included, that is shown here. The total comes to $401. And here I fill first name, last name, email ID, and the phone number. Once that is done, I click next. Coming to the company information, here take time to understand and come with a unique name which represent your business, what you're doing, and it clearly communicates the business what you're into. And here a lot of people make mistake. They just go with names what they think will look good without doing research or without checking online if the same name or business already exists, and that could make your application process longer. So for example, I'm choosing the name here Cipher 40, and I have done my research that none of the company exists with this name. So that way, the process becomes that much easier and shorter. Now, what if the company name I selected is not available? In that event, the company name is unavailable. They will contact you to request an alternate company name. So try to have 4 or 5 different names handy when you are filing your LLC company information for you to have a faster turnaround time. Now, when it comes to the designator, right? You have all these options you can choose from. I'm choosing LLC. So this is how the name in the official document look like. Cipher 40 LLC. So Cipher 40, if someone looks at this, they will clearly understand that this is something to do with encryption, cyber, IT, and 40 is fortification. So clearly it conveys that this is into a cyber security domain, and cyber security consulting is what I do. Okay, so you will have to tell about the industry and business you are in. This will help to understand what kind of state form needs to be filed, and how it can also help you when applying for financing. Sometimes this is important. Competing for government contracts, I will not be going into that, and potentially help identifying tax benefit. Very much this is required. So in my case, from this drop down, right, you can type in the word which is associated closely with your business. For example, they have given hair salon or bakery. So when you type bakery, you will get to see the list. So I'm into business consulting, and I can either type information management computer system integration design service. Every name here has a code, or let me check if there is business consulting. So this is the closest business management and consulting service. So I'll go with this. And once this is done, come down. Are you registering an entity containing a word or word in any form of foreign language? In my case, it's simple English. No. And then click next. We are now on the company address information. You can read this benefit part at your own time. Since you are a non-resident in US, you would need a virtual address, the business address and virtual mail service. So you cannot have a post box which is not accepted. In that case, you will have this physical address, what is shown here, and suite number will be allotted once the order is complete. So this will be additional cost, and this gets chosen by default. Once you come down, your contact address, this is where you will get communication if any document which is got at this address has to be delivered, or any product or related service has to come to you. And this is only for the internal purpose and will not be shared with any third party agency. So you can read this and then click next. How many members for this LLC? I have chosen one. You will choose your option. If it is more than one, then it becomes a complex structure. So the ownership is 100%, and address, I have selected the address service, and then click next. Registered agent information page. So registered agent, as I said before, will be receiving and forwarding all important legal and tax correspondence on behalf of the company. For the first year, this service is free, and what the registered agent will do, that is given here, and this by default is selected. And in case you have an option, this option to go with, then you choose accordingly. If you're starting first time, you would want to focus on business other than these, documentation related issues. So I'm keeping as it is, and here it says free for first year. Read all this information what is given here, and once that is done, click next. We are now on this page, EIN tax identification number information, and here I am a foreign individual and do not have social security number. We will say yes to this. Then you see here, this has to be reviewed and agreed in order for the SS4 application to be prepared as a non-US citizen. So what is that? I'm not a citizen of United States. I have never been issued social security number, and then a prepared SS4 application will be provided and will require my digital signature prior to being delivered to IRS. And you see here it says IRS does not offer an immediate obtainment of EIN. The time frame to obtain EIN could take up to 3 or more months. I've looked at some of the resources available online, and I understand that there is a way to reduce this timeline to get this within 7 to 10 business work days. If you do Google, you'll get to know what I'm talking about. So I'll not go much in detail. I'm sure you'll be able to do that research part. So once you agree, click I agree, this physical street address, and select use the assigned company address provided by Bizee. Why? You can read this at your own time. Just go with the selection and keep life simple. So once this is done, click next. This is the banking setup page. You can read this at your own time, what all are here. And then depending on whether you want to open this account right away or not, you can select yes, I'm interested, or ask me later. So I'm selecting yes, I'm interested. To open a bank account, even if you agree, it can only happen after you get your EIN number. So remember that. Once I select yes, I'm interested, you come to this tax strategy free consultation page where you can choose your option. I'm not interested, or yes, I'm interested. I'm keeping as interested, and then come down and click next. Here on the business license and permits, we have two options: identify all license I need and send me necessary applications. This is an additional $99. If you want, you can select this if you don't know which permit and licenses you require. In my case, I'm selecting no thanks, I'll do it myself. So if there are any business and permit requirement for your business, you will have to know that and start with, I know what is required, so I'm going with this option. If you don't know and you want a helping hand, this one makes more sense. So whenever you select this, the total changes. You see this, the total has changed. I'm keeping as it is. And then once we come down, click next. This is the review page. Whatever details you filled so far, everything is seen here. And this is one way to check, recheck, cross check. So you can go and check every single detail what has been filled by you. Let me come down. So I'm verifying everything what is written here, and then click next. We are at the last part of the process, which is billing. So you have choice: either you can pay through PayPal, and you also have an option to pay through credit card. So whichever you want to choose, you choose that, PayPal or credit card, and then you enter the card detail, card number, expiry date, and CVV in case you're going with credit card. On the right side, you have the complete order summary, what you're going to pay. You can check that part. And for the billing address, since you're going to pay through your country, home country credit card, select the home country address. And once you come down, you review this part. I agree to legal settlement and cancellation policy. And then once that is done, complete and pay. So once payment is done, once you do the payment, after which they will start processing for article of organization. Once article of organization is done based on the package you have, package and service you have availed, they will process for EIN. And if you have selected for bank, the bank activation will also happen almost simultaneously once the EIN comes. And after that, your business is ready to operate. As I said, permit and licensing, you will have to have that in place for your particular business if there is any. And that's it, guys. In case you have any question, please use the comment section. And thanks for watching.